You are helping people that have cold sensitivity with a new technique.
Exactly. Well, that can be very, very painful. The healing takes a while, so I just don't do that anymore. It's not necessary. We can use a few teeth. One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do a few teeth because you can only cut so much gum out of the roof of the mouth. The sensitivity's not there. Do a few teeth, 32 teeth. One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do 32 teeth.
You are helping people.
It's great.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Is this yours?
Just cool it for a second, okay? I'm about to do the show. Jeez, he's excited to be here, folks. I don't know if you've noticed if you're watching on YouTube.
We already started.
But we're back. We're back at Sensitive Teeth. Another fucking fire episode for you today. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're not watching on YouTube, you gotta tune in. Because look, we changed our whole set around. We're going for that derelict type look, you know. We're basically gonna make it worse every time, so you should really tune in. But the guest gets better every time. Here we have the young and handsome, very funny Herlandt Lino. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fucking fantastic, bro.
Thank you for coming.
This is it's a goofy place. I mean, if you have the camera, what you see on the camera, it is cool, it is nice, but everything around this is this is the most outside I've ever felt while being inside.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
This is real dirt and gravel here.
I wouldn't touch that.
Well, don't worry about it. Yeah, it might be asbestos since it's an old building.
Asbestos.
But hey, man, nothing's going to get me down because I brushed and flossed today, right? I got that hard enamel, them rigid bristles. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, Rigid Bristles, January 17th at the Elbow Room in West Hartford. It's a comedy show. The links are live. Get your tickets. It's going quick. He'll be there in spirit. I'll be there and some other guys. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun show. I'll put the QR code up right now on the screen. There we go. All right. So thank you for coming. How was it a far drive for you today? Was it tough?
It's about an hour.
Damn, I really appreciate coming out. I'll buy you dinner after this if you want, because I'm hungry.
I would absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Because I brought oatmeal and I forgot the spoon, and it's
and it's not a metaphor.
It's not a metaphor. It's super watery because I wanted it to feel like there was more.
Right.
And there's not much in there.
Jeez, man. No, we can get you some food if you need some real food. You're walking around with a bowl of watery oatmeal and no spoon. It's terrible.
Yeah,
you all right, buddy? You're a student, though, or something, right?
I graduated back in, not this past December, but in like December 2023.
So like a year ago?
Yeah.
And you're still eating watery oatmeal with no spoon. What's going on? What'd you get your degree in, though?
That's Biden's America, brother. I got it in biomechanics.
Damn, that's smart. You're a smart cookie. We know that. If you've seen him do stand-up, he's very smart. And
I appreciate that.
He's driving a Volvo. He's a pragmatic guy.
That's a nice Volvo. No woman has ever been impressed by that Volvo until they sit in there and like, this is the most secure vehicle of it.
I feel safe in here.
Yeah.
And that's all they want.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Shout out, Dude Studios for letting us fucking, if you can even believe it's the same place. I mean, they're just sticking me slowly down into the darkest corner of the basement, but it's okay.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy that like before this, Kevin was looking to find me a spoon.
Yes.
And you had a flashlight on because the spotlight is literally the only light in this building. And that's crazy. I don't know what this is, an alley with a ceiling.
Yeah, it's an alley with a ceiling. But
crazy.
What's funny is, like, you have a good observation there. If somebody's looking for, like, silverware with a flashlight for you on the ground, you're probably not going to want to use it if they do find it, right? Yeah.
No, you can't wash that, whatever's on that. That fork will have Ebola on it.
That's the difference between you guys like you and white guys like me. Is like, I'll eat a steak out of the garbage if it's cooked right, you know?
Hey, brother, I'm kind of at that place right now. I just want to be present in the moment. This is what it is.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I gotta ask, what is the container that your oatmeal is currently traveling in, this watery oatmeal?
It's funny you ask because I was about to tell you.
It's like a fucking CVS bag.
I will say I have done that before. Not with oatmeal. I've done it with I had like a chicken stew, and I didn't have any more Tupperware, so I put in a Walmart bag because they're hefty.
Oh, like the ones that they make you pay for now? Those Walmart bags are like
I'm not
a good,
paying for that shit, bro.
dude. In Europe, they make you
just-
pay for the bag. It's insane. Like
Yeah,
when you
they
go
do
grocery
that.
shopping, you got to pay for the bag.
Yeah,
Like
they do.
30 cents, 30 euro cents. That's like 35 American cents. That's a quarter and a dime for a bag. And they are pretty hefty bags. But here's
Yeah.
the trick: they always keep it at like the front of the store. The bags, like
Yeah.
kind of where you check out, right? So you go into the store, you grab a bag, you crumple it up as tight as you can, you stuff it in your pocket. Then when you
like
get to the checkout line, you put all your shit up there, you take the bag out, it's all crumpled. They say, oh, this guy must have he's reusing his bag as we intend him
Right.
to. You know, when you sell the bag, they say reuse it so you don't buy because they're hefty. Not the brand. You don't get sued or anything. They're durable,
Right.
good bags. But yeah, I just steal one every time because I never remember to bring it out of the. And then of course you have the drawer in the kitchen stuffed with fucking
Right.
bags that you never reuse.
Bro, I love that. I love that you do that. Thank you for that.
It's a good trick.
And next time I'm in Europe, which
You could be a French guy. You could be a German guy.
I could be a lot of things, but I don't see myself being in Europe anytime soon. But let me tell you something.
You speak Spanish.
All right. I do speak Spanish.
Oh, you'll be fine.
But I love that you're a dirtbag. It's clear that you, no.
Well, excuse me. Just because I'm in a dirty space on a chair I found.
And that you find ways of saving 35 cents. That's my kind of guy. All right. And let me tell you something, right? So I feel like I've only been around very nice, affluent people for a while, especially these past 5 years in my life.
Welcome.
And fucking my roommate, she's also the landlord of the building we live in.
Oh, good for her. Good for you, right?
Yeah.
She's rich.
Yeah.
She owns the whole building?
I wouldn't say she owns it with her dad.
Their
But-
parents own fucking,
Property.
property
Yeah.
that they rent out.
Right.
Like passive income. Yeah.
Right.
That's good. That's your roommate?
She's my roommate.
You're
Yeah.
not banging her.
No.
This might be an appropriate time to bang your female roommate. Try to
She
get
is
in there.
dating one of my friends. And I am not. She's not my type.
Ah, big fat ugly girl, huh?
No, she's just.
we can. Don't incriminate yourself
not-
there.
she's not-
Hey, what's new? I have some news. I have some real news. You have some news too. All right, this is the news segment of the show. So, I overheard you saying you're doing a show for some fucking macaroons or something? Freemasons. Sorry, macaroons, cookie. Freemasons, that's crazy. I just went and did some sort of roast at like a weed convention.
Oh yeah.
In like a head shop. Not even a head shop. They sell like tarot cards and there's advertisements for like gravestone companies on the wall. And then there was just like all these hippies with their little tables with their little stickers and logos like selling their wares. And they had just like jars of mushrooms, like pounds and pounds of weed,
God bless.
mushroom chocolates, pounds of weed. Everybody, like they gave me all this free shit, like cookies and gummy bears. And then we had to like sit in a really smoky room and try to do like comedy, like a roast thing.
Wait, was that cat something? Did she organize a cat?
Perhaps. I don't know. The second I walked in, you can't even see your hand. There's so many people. They're all smoking weed in there.
Really? I wouldn't have done good in there.
It was tough. I wrote a bunch of like funny things that I just completely forgot until I got out of there. I was driving here and I'm like, fuck. I forgot like half the shit I was going to do.
Right.
Because it's just like a haze. Anyway, fun times, fun stories doing comedies. Do you have one?
Bless. I guess I could tell you about that show I did last night. Because
Are you allowed to talk about the Freemasons? Because I don't want to get in trouble.
I mean, these guys, they were, okay, so let me.
Nobody listens to
so
this show, you'll
they
be
were,
fine.
fucking, wait, did I screw the sound?
Yeah,
up?
you're in backwards now.
I'm good.
Oh, you see that?
Beautiful, okay.
You can hear it.
Yeah,
It's
so-
like an ice cream cone, right? You don't want to drip. See, I'm dripping my ice. You want to keep it right up here? Otherwise,
Right.
because you don't want it to.
But I think I was just rotating
Yeah.
it, which is the bad thing.
You can rotate it. So in that way, it's not like an ice cream cone. Because
Right.
actually, with an ice cream cone, you do want to do a lot of rotation.
A lot of rotation, a lot of licking.
A lot of fun. It's like ice cream cone. I mean, that's why like I don't let if I would have daughters, like no ice cream cones for them. They eat it out of a fucking cup.
You don't want them rotating.
I don't want them fucking licking and up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't
Yeah.
need to do that. They're kids.
They don't.
They eat out of a cup. They get a scoop in a cup.
Is there an age where you'd be like, now you got to start learning how to please a man?
13.
13.
Yeah, I didn't make the rules. I'm old school, man. I like the Bible. I do all that stuff. Hold on, I got one just for this. That's just a joke, people. We're just joking around. That was actually not the one I wanted, but close enough.
Yeah, that's a pedophiles walk into rooms with that.
No, I have that. That's the one I wish I was. Here, I think it's this one.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
When I found out I could upload sound bites that I download for free on the internet.
Oh, that's
And
fantastic.
this thing I downloaded so many, and then I just kind of pick a random assortment.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
I'm sorry. I've been rambling. I smoked a weed or whatever. I was in a fucking cloud of smoke with a bunch of.
It's what it is, baby. Let me tell you something. So, are you? Can we talk about bits here?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, let me tell you.
We can talk. We can talk about anything you want, buddy.
I've tried this bit on stage a couple of times. Multiple, like maybe like I've tried it for like maybe a month or two, and it never really worked, and I don't know why. But first off, I love To Catch a Predator. It's such a it's easily. Everyone like I feel like it's the one moment in time where everyone is like, yes, fuck that guy.
Oh yeah,
this is Chris Hansen is sort of is I guess a hero, but then again it feels a little weird because it's like you're trapping them, but obviously it's a pedophile. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck, do whatever you want. Fucking burn his feet, right? Like,
yeah, but everybody agrees. Fuck that guy.
Fucking kill him,
right?
Yep.
But the thing is, from the pedophile's perspective, they're showing up to basically what's gonna be what they think is their first date. And they still show up in like basketball shorts and like trucker hats.
Yeah, they're not really well put together, these guys.
And I don't get that. Like,
Let's say these guys are maybe they're probably show up and like rape and kill, right? Or something, right? That's why we're getting these guys off the streets. That's why they're showing up like they're like, oh, she's real, she's alone. Nah? These guys are creeps. We should burn their feet.
Yeah, but do they, I don't think killing them is always on the menu.
No, but these guys are predators they're predators, so
right.
You don't know what they're capable of doing, right?
I guess
you just want to whatever it is. But I like this. I do talk about Chris Hansen way too much on the show. It's hilarious. But I have a bit that I can't quite seem to work. And the audience, hey, if you're listening on Spotify, this would be a good time to switch out for about a minute because you've heard this one before. But Chris Hansen must have a weird life now because everywhere he goes, let's say he goes to pick up his dry cleaning, the guy behind the counter thinks he's caught, starts crying. My life's all fucked up, I'm sorry. He's like, no, I'm just here. Like, he's just a walking screener for pedophilia now.
Yeah,
he goes to a restaurant. The guy's like, oh shit, it's Chris Hansen, fuck. You got me. He's like, no, I'm not working.
Right.
So he must have a weird encounter. People must,
Especially if he's walking around with a clipboard, a folder.
Oh, God, right? Just like, you just see him pull the clipboard
show up
out.
to the DMV.
Fuck.
Dude, that's fucked.
Yeah, there's a guy, he thinks he's cub, but he's smart. He's like, oh shit, no, he's just drive through Wendy's, and he pulls up and he's like, I'm Chris Hansen. Pulls out the clipboard and the drive. Fuck, I'm fucking. Kill yourself all over the fryer. But
all just because he wanted a 4 for 4.
A 4 for 4. That's smart. See, you're smart. You're doing pedophilia jokes, but you're using topical Wendy's deals.
It's what it is, baby.
And age bracket and stuff. That's good. That's good. Have you seen these videos though on Instagram where they trap pedophiles just the same? They trap them at like Walmart and then they just like beat them up and like shave their heads and there's this one guy who makes them eat like one of that one chip challenge.
Really?
He's like, and you don't do what we say, we're calling the fucking cops. So they just like fuck them up and film it and stuff, like take their money, like shave their head all fucked up, make them eat the chip.
Yo.
So they're like crying, but they're not saying, but they're like crying for the most intense heat from that like spicy chip challenge. So
is this some hood shit or is this?
It's all over. It's like, and a lot of people that are doing this now because it went kind of like a viral thing. They're getting in trouble because you're not allowed to like trap a dude and beat the fuck out of him and stuff, even if he is a pedophile. So it's like this vigilante stuff's getting out of control, but it's so, if you like watching getting pedophiles fucked up, they do this real good.
Yeah.
And like a bunch of guys will jump out with like confetti cannons, boo-boo!
For real.
Yeah, and there's one where Akon is there singing Convict, you get locked up. Akon is there singing with a camera crew.
The real one.
The real Akon. Locked up, and the guy doesn't know yet. He thinks he's just getting like a private concert from Akon. Like, what's going on? And the cops, and then they just grab him.
That's crazy.
They ain't gonna let you out. Oh, it's really funny. Viral stuff. We'll put a fucking link on. We'd never do.
That's insane. This is why I wish I was on social media more, because there's spectacular shit like that.
They're just gems. You gotta
100%.
weed through a lot of shit, but man, every once in a while you see like a guy fucking getting hit by a bull in Spain somewhere, and it's just he flies a block and a half away, and his pants come off. It's hilarious. It's like, oh my god, look at him, he's fucked.
Yeah,
don't run with a bull, you idiot.
You'd never do that?
No, I have friends who've done it. They go to Pamplona, Spain, and they fucking run with the bulls, and it's like they all get like fucking liquored up and just like hyped up, and then they fucking run.
I feel like
a bunch of bulls chasing them.
I feel like before you saying that, I would have imagined you just taking like 4 grams of shrooms and just like, let's run with some fucking bulls.
Don't do that.
Hey man, this is just my
You
bad.
take some acid, you become like a super soldier, like in Vietnam. You know, you don't need to eat or sleep. You get heightened senses, and there's like if you take acid at Pamplona, like then you're riding the bull.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Hell yeah.
that'd be a good way to do it. But no, it's terrifying.
Or if you smoke some meth.
Smoke some meth and
then
fight the bulls.
And you got some Nazi energy in you. Boom,
yeah.
sprint.
You fight the bulls.
Yeah, you
Just
take them
dude,
down.
It's really, it seems like not my cup of tea. Animals are scary. Big animals, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah, it is insane how I feel like most people don't realize how big just a regular, even a cow,
Like a regular cow? Yeah.
regular cow,
His asshole is like face level, and you're like, what, 6'1", 6'2"?
6'1".
Ladies, hit it up. What's your Instagram? We'll put it at the bottom of the screen.
HLINO comedy, H Lino comedy.
H Lino comedy. No underscore, nothing? Just
Nothing,
straight
bro.
up.
I
I
don't
love that,
do that
dude.
Democrat shit.
Yeah,
Just
streamline. No
alphabets.
fucking, yeah, right?
Yeah, bro, underscores, dude. That's
I'm using
that's for the
letters,
Democrats.
asshole.
Huh?
Right? How many letters does one need to identify as a ally? Right? Because I only have 3 letters in my name.
Oh yeah, you're fucked. Yeah.
I. There's no I in the LGBTQ, right?
Intersex.
Oh, all right. Intersex. What's A? Anal.
Asexual.
Oh, asexual, and then N-word at the end.
N-word, yep.
Yeah, so I'm right there with you guys.
Beautiful.
You know, hey, this is a good time to like and subscribe. Please smash that fucking subscribe button
Yes,
right
sir.
now. It's at the bottom of the screen. You watch YouTube, you idiots. You know where it is.
Yeah.
And if you're on Spotify, give it a 5-star review so that Herlandt can get off the oatmeal and get some cheeseburgers in him.
It's so funny that I'm your podcast guest, and you haven't said my name right.
Herlandt Lino. Herlandt?
Herlandt. It's like Rembrandt.
Rembrandt. Herlandt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been kind of putting like a little bit of a thing before the T instead of a hard T. Herlandt.
Yeah. You don't.
Herlandt.
Yeah. You don't even say the T.
Say it again.
Herlandt.
Herlandt.
Yeah.
Herlandt.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go with like L-Dog or Lino Man or something
That's
like this?
gross. That's gross.
L-Dog?
I will say though.
H-Man?
My mom is from Nicaragua, and everyone over there
I just learned that's from Central America. I thought it was South America until yesterday.
Central America, yeah. Everyone down there, they not everyone, but a lot of people down there, they call each other by their middle name. So at home,
Weird.
I'm like my mom in her family, nobody calls her by her first name. Same thing with my aunt, and me, nobody calls me by my first name. Everyone calls me by my middle name.
And what's your first name?
My middle name or my first name?
Well, I don't know what to call you. What's your...
My first name is Herlandt.
Herlandt.
Yeah, that's my
Herlandt.
government name.
All right.
My middle name is Ian.
Get the fuck out of
I
here,
swear
dude.
to Christ, I can
I-A-N?
I-A-N, yeah.
This is... Now I'm only learning... Get the fuck out of here. Really?
I'm pretty sure I've told you this before.
We're
man.
the same person. You're just from Nicaragua.
Yeah, bro.
I'm from
You
New
wanna-
England.
wanna
It's
see
the
some-
same amount of...
Does it even say here?
For real?
Yeah, bro.
You got your real name? Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. Well, that's cool, man. We have a bond.
Yes, we do.
So they call you Ian when you go to Nicaragua?
when I'm home,
You're home at your mom's house. and
At my
stuff.
mom's
Like
house,
Ian.
yeah.
Do they say Jan?
Iancito.
Iancito.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. They
Yeah,
call me
yeah.
Jan in Europe. Jan. Jan.
Regardless of the country.
It seems a lot of people say Jan. Yeah.
Wait, Ian, that's Irish, no?
I think so. Irish, Scottish, something like this. There was
Yeah.
another guy named Ian Carr who was like a cool jazz trumpeter in the 70s.
Yeah.
He was Scottish.
But you know what's funny? My parents like divided up who's gonna like who comes up with the first name, who comes up with the middle name. My dad came up with the first name for me and my brother because he was like, I want him to be unique, and he knocked it out of the fucking park.
Yeah, it feels like
Right.
he just kind of opened up a book and said, that one looks strange.
I don't. Yeah, and but my mom, she got the middle names, and she thought she hit the lottery. 'Cause she was like, in Nicaragua, where we do everything right, we call each other by the middle name, so you can name them whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
But everyone's gonna call him by this normal American name, because she wanted us to blend in.
Right, but she doesn't realize that when you go to school, like kindergarten and shit, first grade, they're reading that fucking name off the list. And
Yeah.
there you go, stamp.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she thought she won.
Shit, I'd be James. James.
James, baby.
James.
Yes,
But
sir.
in Nicaragua. Man, Nicaragua, I thought they were in Central America because in Amsterdam, if people buy drugs, there's like a WhatsApp menu where you can text, and they'll send you like a list of drugs on your phone this long with all the
that's
prices. And stuff.
fantastic.
And there's always like 4 different kinds of cocaine, and one of them is from Nicaragua, I'm told. I just thought that was right there in it was like Colombia, Bolivia, Nicaragua, Central American.
Yep. Right above
Crazy.
Costa Rica.
Right above Costa Rica. You do guinea pigs over there? Eat guinea pigs down there?
They don't really eat much of anything. They're poor as fuck.
Oh, the Nicaraguans.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
They eat iguana.
Ooh. People eat alligator.
Yeah.
How different could cold-blooded animals really be?
Yeah. Have you had alligator?
No, but I'd like to try it.
It's really unremarkable. I had it when I was in Philly. Actually.
Bland, you think?
No, it's like it's like chickeny.
Yeah, okay. But you had it in Philly?
In Philly, yeah.
It's a strange place to have alligator, dude. Who are you hanging out with?
It was at the Reading Market. Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's like a big street,
Yeah.
Italian market. Like
No.
it's like a big street. Like, oh, it's all the food and stuff.
Yeah.
There's like little kitchens, crazy shit. Yeah,
it was
I've been
like
there.
it was a Cajun gator.
Cajun gator, dude.
Yeah, and it was like $12 for not much, but it was gator, and it was
Huh,
But
interesting.
then again, they could have just like chopped up some chicken breasts and been like, "It's gator," and I'd be
Yeah.
like, "That's crazy." It was There's no reason to get it.
I saw a guy on Instagram cooking up gator mac and cheese. He's like a bayou guy. Like, hey, I'm cooking up that gator mac and cheese there, boy. And he's like doing it on a big flat top like grill, just dicing, slicing, and just man, it looks so good.
What does gator look like raw?
Looks just like chunks of meat. It's like chunks of meat. It's like cubed up.
Yeah,
cubed
but
meat.
like what color?
Pinkish.
So like chicken?
Not quite poultry. No, it was more like meaty, like more beef. It was somewhere in between. I
Like
think
pork?
Yeah, kind of like pork. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, a pinkish hue.
Yeah. I wonder.
You eat pork?
Pork is my favorite meat.
Okay, good. Because some people don't eat pork because they think it's like a whole thing, right?
Like Muslims?
Yeah, like Muslims and also just like divine mathematics dudes. You know,
Divine mathematics?
You know these guys?
No.
The 5%ers.
Not 1%?
No, the 5%ers, the poor
I don't know
righteous
what
teachers. There's a name for it. I'm forgetting the fucking name, but yeah, it's like a weird American offshoot of black Muslim Israelite type shit. It's really big in Brooklyn, or it was back in in the day.
Yeah. I
That's
have
what
no
Wu
idea.
Tang's about it, right? They grew up at the divine mathematics. There's a name for this. We should look that up, but we don't have a person to do that.
Didn't we have Nick?
Is Nick still here? No, they both left. They went to go get food, which is what I want to do. Where did you come from, by the way? Massachusetts?
Yeah, Holyoke.
Damn.
Holyoke, baby.
You're the man. Thanks for coming again. Here.
Yeah, bro.
I brought you this gift. I was going through some old things.
Oh,
I got
wow.
a
Are
book-
you fucking kidding me?
No, you
I
can have
asked you, is this...
Yeah, it's for you, yeah. It's a
That's
drawing. We
awesome.
can go through it, too. That's probably like at least 10 years old. Maybe 10 years. Yeah, at least 10 years old. Just a little from a sketchbook. I found an old sketchbook I ripped out.
Nice.
The drawings that were there. So you can have that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I'll set that right there. No, I'll set that up right...
Wherever you want. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Right next to that guy who killed himself.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know. I don't think he killed himself, though. I think he
No?
was an Illuminati sacrifice.
Really?
Because like a year before he hung himself, he was in a movie called World's Greatest Dad, where like...
That was a movement?
Is
Or
a movie. He was in a movie called World's Greatest Dad, and he played the father of a teenager who killed himself, like autoerotic asphyxiation. Killed himself jerking off, and he was
Yeah.
like his kid was like an asshole, and everybody hated him. So the father made it look like a suicide and wrote this like suicide note that like touched everybody's heart, right? And there's like everybody loved. They didn't know he was. They all thought he was. They didn't know. And then finally, like he comes out and like confesses, like, no, my son was an asshole, and he died jerking off, and I made it look like a suicide. Because he just didn't want his kid to go down like that, right?
Yeah.
And then a year and a half later, he dies jerking himself off with a belt, you know what I mean? It seems like it's one of those Illuminati things,
But
man.
wasn't he known to be wildly depressed before then?
Oh yeah, but he was like,
But then again, people who are wildly depressed
but that could also just
beat
be
their meat so much. Or maybe that's just a me thing.
Yeah, no, I've noticed. I'm on the Zoloft now, and man,
Oh, yeah?
I have been way less promiscuous, you know?
Oh, yeah?
In a good way, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, used to be out there
Hoeing
just
it out.
fucking charging.
Charging. Like those bulls.
Well, like charging money for this dick.
Oh, yeah?
No, not like that, no. More like
you think you got good dick? You think you give it nice?
I've been told from basically all of them.
Basically all of them.
Basically all of them.
Do you
good dick, yeah.
Okay, so when
I don't want to upsell. You never upsell the dick, right? You don't want to upsell
Yeah.
too much because then they're like, oh, I was expecting like a fucking Thor
Right.
or something. But no, I've been told it's a good dick. I don't know.
Nice.
I would, you know.
No, I don't mean like is it like visually nice? I mean
Yeah, yeah,
like
no.
are you giving good dick?
Oh yeah, no, it's good. It's like it's a good size, it's good girth.
That's not like I mean.
And
Do you fuck well?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, supreme.
Beautiful.
Supreme. Yeah.
Hell yes.
You got to.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. Sex is a competition. You know what I mean? Like fucking
Competition.
yeah.
Against who?
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline.
Against the feds, bro. No.
Yeah.
One step ahead.
Yes, sir.
No.
Gotta beat them.
No, man. It's like I don't know. I guess I just enjoy the female form. I like getting into it. You know.
Oh, so you saying that it's a competition that was just
That was a joke. Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm about to.
No, I don't mind doing what needs to be done. You know.
Oh, it's one of the world's greatest pleasures.
Yeah, I love pussy. You know.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Every man in the right mind does, I think, though, right? And most women too, but not in the same way.
Well, unless you're gay, they don't like it.
I said I said a man in his right mind, did I not? I was trying to say it in a nice way.
I was giving you the opportunity to correct yourself.
To
and
say
you're
that,
like,
you're supposed to call him gay now? Thought they switched it.
What do they?
I don't know. They're so busy, these guys. You know, they got clubs.
Did they actually change it?
Yeah, they changed it from gay to.
That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, I know, it's bad. We can rewind this part. We'll just cut this part out. It's fine.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I used to live in Northampton.
Ooh.
And
that's where the whole lesbian fucking vibe. You picked it up. You didn't even mean to.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Like you just started getting that haircut, and like in that community, I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like I started wearing this mustache in Europe because like
everybody does.
2-3 years ago, everybody had mustaches over there, and now you come to the States, now they're all just catching up. Everybody just starts catching up with a mustache just in the last year.
That is
you
a
notice
nice
that?
mustache, yeah.
You notice that? I've been doing the mustache, then I get over it, and then you bring it back, then you get over it.
I wish I could grow any sort of facial hair.
You'll get there, or maybe you won't.
I don't think I will.
How old are you?
25.
Oh, you'll get there. I was like you at 25. I wasn't growing much.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen me, like, because I want it to look like an eyebrow, but it's just,
No,
it looks like...
it looks really quite prepubescent. It does. I can see it from here, but they can't. There's no way.
Yeah, there's...
Hey, if you're leave a comment if you can see his mustache from here, and you'll win a prize. Also, the next 25 people to subscribe, if you manage to somehow send me your information of like a P.O. box or a mailing address, you will get a free cat dick flag and sticker. You will get that. But you need to make it easy for me to know who to send it to. I got the envelopes. I got all the shit. I just don't know how to like set up an online store, but it's free. I want to do a giveaway. So like the first 25, I think there's like 2 or 3 of you that have already subscribed since the announcement, but there hasn't been some sort of correspondence on your end if you want free stuff, you know.
Right.
Nothing's really free, you know.
No. Even this shithole we're in right now.
Oh, this is expensive. This is
yeah, that's crazy.
You know what's funny? This place in like a city, like a real city, as is would probably be like fucking $3,000 a month or something.
Really?
Yeah, because of the potential.
Oh, the potential.
But no, he's got a good deal. He's definitely got a good deal. Yeah. Hey,
it's funny. I feel like I've started like 12 stories and never finished any of them.
Oh, well, I'll notice on the edit, but
it's all good. It's all good, baby. My bad.
It's all right.
I don't know. Did that make it weird? I'm sorry.
No, but it's okay because
was that passive aggressive?
No, it's definitely not passive aggressive.
Okay.
No, passive aggressive is annoying, but we'll talk about it after the break.
Do you have to start that thing?
Oh shit! No, I already did.
Oh, beautiful.
But now you're freaking me out because like there's been mistakes that have been made. That's why Kevin exploded his finger last week.
Oh yeah,
it was a mistake like that. The camera from this was not plugged into the camera, the wire from this to that, and then he karate chopped a brick and exploded his finger out of anger. You don't check me as an angry guy. You're pretty chill.
Yeah,
you're pretty
Yeah. I feel I have a very good handle on my emotions.
Yeah, I appreciate that out of you. You're like you have a kind of just a down to earth, level headed vibe.
I'd like to think that I am. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You're doing molecular biology or something, biological engineering, biomechanics. So what is that exactly? What is biomechanics?
So I specifically am specialized in running biomechanics. So which is basically the physics of running.
For humans.
For humans, yeah.
You're not like frogs and horses and all sorts of running. Because elephants run, but they have 4 knees that go forwards like ours. Not like a
Really?
Yeah, they got 4 knees that go forwards instead of like the back legs, like backward knees, like a dog or cat or any
Wow.
other animal. They got 4 forward knees. Isn't that crazy?
That's
Watch them run, man. It's crazy.
I've never. Yeah, I gotta look this shit up. That's crazy.
Hey, Jamie.
How about we pause this so I can look this?
Yeah, hey, now is like a good time to pause and check out 4L. We'll throw a picture of that on the screen, the visual.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do some cool stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like if you're a fan of the visual aspect of the show, if you say the word Tyler Durden, or the name rather, exactly. Every time.
Yeah.
It happened this time.
Yes, sir.
Did it? There's only one way to find out if you're listening to on Spotify. And if you are listening to on Spotify, you gotta give it a 5-star review. Get the notification buzzards going on. And, otherwise, it's literally going to get worse. It's literally going to get worse in here. Literally, like next week, the camera will be like slightly lowered down. I'm slowly going to go into my grave, into this chair. The last episode, I'll be looking right up
At Kevin sleeping.
at Kevin's sleep. Oh, yeah, because he built this little fort up here. It's a wild space. And also, you notice how the ceiling is charred black?
Yeah,
That's wood beams up there?
Yeah.
That's all charred black. You know why?
Why?
Big old fire in here at some point.
Big.
Obviously.
Huge.
Not big enough to like burn to, but that doesn't seem like they would have painted the ceiling black. That's,
No, that looks like whiskey barrels, like on the inside. You know what I mean?
yeah, charred.
Yeah.
Charred black whiskey barrels. You whiskey man? No.
No, I just I used to work at Lowe's and we used to sell whiskey barrels and they were
Really?
Yeah.
At Lowe's?
Yeah.
That's strange.
I worked in the garden center. But
Oh, like used whiskey barrels, and for like
they'd use it for
they
like
chop
fancy
them. Yeah, they
pots.
chop them in half and like put them in, like make them
Yeah,
into
yeah.
pots. Ah, yes.
Yeah. And they
Lowe's.
smelled like dog dick, bro. Smelled so bad.
Interesting.
Absolutely awful.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't like when I was a teenager. My first job, I was a stock boy at the local grocery store, and every once in a while, you had to fucking clean out like the bottle recycling machines,
Oh yeah.
and you have to
Ooh.
like open up the back of them and like pull this fucking giant,
Yeah.
haggard, like sharp ball.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
in a plastic bag, but still like it's like you can't just like grab onto it,
Right.
And it's sticky and it stinks like fucking sterile beer,
Yeah.
and fucking sticky. It's just like
Yeah, it's no good.
like goo. It's like this goo that it emits. As you just you get it on your finger, you puke.
Yeah.
Just puke all over a lady.
Yeah.
You know,
That's no good.
fuck that. Fuck bottle
Even
machines.
just walking into that place,
Recycling
even
in
though-
general is a fucking scam,
Oh yeah.
it all-
I've heard of this. Yeah.
dude. It's really it started from the corporations saying to the fucking consumer that they're the problem. There's like plastic all over the fucking woods and beach and everything back in the 70s. There's like garbage everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like it's your fault, not us, for making these products disposable and just like making that much more plastic enter the world.
Right.
Because they make plastic and then it doesn't biodegrade for fucking ever, you know?
Right.
And there was a whole thing like and then it's a cycle. I think it all just goes in the same ocean. There's there's microplastics in our body right now, right?
Right.
Like in our blood right now.
Yeah.
We're filled with plastic. It's in our balls, man.
Yeah. I could feel it in my balls.
Yeah.
It's like cutting everything
Taints are shrinking.
up. Yeah, that's fucked. It's
You've heard
crazy.
about this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so glad I don't have to try to explain it because there's no way I
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
I never. I'm like, yeah, the frogs are you just sound crazy trying to explain
Right,
it
right, right,
unless you
right.
hear a smart person say it. But isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And
weird to think.
it's crazy that like I feel like I don't know if it's like partially culturally or like but like I feel like you can even see the difference in fellas now. You can sense
Dude, I'm like maybe I'm 12 years older than you or something. You seem to be safe. You seem good.
What do you mean?
You seem like a fine young man, you know?
Right, but
But you
it's
see a kid that's like 23 and he's got a fucking purple hair and he's wearing a dress with a tail
yeah,
and
that's-
it's like,
that's what
what
I'm
is
saying,
going
yeah.
on here, dude?
yeah.
Be who you want, but is really everybody... Something's going on here. Because there's a
Right.
lot of free love and open-minded thinking
In the 60s, yeah.
in the 60s and 70s.
But they
wasn't
were
there.
straight as hell though. They were straight as hell.
They were straight as hell, right? Everybody's
Yeah.
fucking... No, but then even the gay people,
Even the gays were straight.
Like the Stonewall gays that
Yeah.
rioted, that fought for their rights because they really knew. Now it's just like...
That's straight shit, bro.
Also, sexual education, right? That should be taught when you become sexual, right? So why are they telling kids younger than that, like about gender and sex and different...
What do you mean?
Well, it's like 9-year-olds know about like trans
9.
people,
Right.
transsexual. That's not, you're not even thinking about anything at 9, right? So why are you thinking about balls and vaginas and what should be who and what on that level when you're a kid? This is turning into a fucking episode of Joe Rogan real quick, man. Damn.
I was just thinking
Let's pull back.
Your subscribers right now, big Republicans.
There we
big.
go. Oh, yeah. Well, we got 67 or 68 fucking legends. Subscribe. Hard subscribe, right?
Oh,
hard subscribe.
Yeah, dude.
And we love you out there. And like I said, you get a couple of your boys, you get new people, and you send me, hey, fuck it. If you manage to send me a mailing address through the YouTube somehow, I will send you a cat dick flag and sticker.
I guarantee you all of those subscribers,
for 25 people that breach the fucking fence, getting free shit. It's just like January 6th.
It's what it is, baby. I guarantee you all of those subscribers, you look at their iPhone background, it's like a...
Oh, they're not using iPhones, buddy.
No?
They're using Android. Are you kidding? My fans, look at this fucking place, man. These are Android users.
You're artistic.
I am artistic.
It's impressive how artistic you are.
I know. Well, my parents made sure I got all the vaccines when I was little.
That's what it is.
I got a vaccine for diseases that don't even exist. So I'm really artistic now. Yeah, I know. I miss making sculptures, man. It's something that I just, in a utopian society, it would be great because it could allow you to focus on what you really want to do instead of something you have to do for money. Which is why, like in this society, there's a lot of people that become doctors for the money, and they're not passionate healthcare providers. They don't give a fuck, but they're just there for the money. Meanwhile, there's a person who's probably a genius doctor, a passionate, really good doctor who doesn't have the ability to go to the med school and get the papers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't have the means to provide for that education because it's money, and so it's all just fucking backwards. So I'd like to make art someday. The wet dream is like, I don't know, become a movie star, right? Be a movie star, make $30 million, and just make art on the level that I want to make art and not have to deal with the art world or selling it or anything. Because the art wants to get big. You've seen my sculptures and stuff. It wants to get big. It wants to be as big as this building. I can't afford that.
Right.
And I'm bored to do anything less because it's gotten to that level now where it's like, I don't want to like repeat as a scientist doesn't go backwards with his experiments, right?
Right.
And I've proof of concept. Like, give me anything, I'll make my art out of it, right? I'll speak my language and stay close to my kind of inherent views of what art is.
Which is what?
Which is like when you look at an artist and you can tell, oh, that's a Picasso, that's a Jackson Pollock. They speak their own language, right?
Right.
Like you can look at a sculpture that Picasso made. He's not known for sculpture, but you look at a Picasso, you'd be like, oh, that's a... If you got to be a little bit trained, right? You got to kind of know, but it's artists that really have their own language, their own touch, right? And I think I have that. And I think they have it in a unique way because I work so architecturally, so engineered almost. It's not an organic sort of... I mean, my drawings are a little bit. There's a lot of, gestural movements here because that's the essence of what drawing is, right? You're moving material across a plane, across another material, right? So I had to pick this paper first before anything, and then you have to pick what you're going to draw with. So that's kind of the same concept or the same approach I would take, to three-dimensional items. Like I have wood, right? I'm not going to like try to bend this piece of wood because it's not meant for that. This is meant to be straight. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to use the steel beam in the way it's strongest, and not like heat it, because a lot of artists will heat up an I-beam that's meant for construction. They'll like bend it around and make it fucking fruity, really. And it goes against why pick that material if you're going to bend it up. I guess that was maybe fun at some point, but this is I could talk about art a lot.
And I'd like to ask you more about that. So why do you? What draws you to making art?
Ice cream cone, buddy. You're dripping. Sorry.
What draws you to making art? Because some people can appreciate art, and that's enough for them. Other people, it seems like you, are like, I don't just want to look at it. I want to make it.
Yeah. Well, it's not so much that I want to make art. It was just that especially in sculpture, when you're working with your hands, you're working with tools, right? You're working with machines. Like I would love to have a fucking giant machine that could cut steel plates that are an inch thick, right?
Yeah.
Just make my job easier as an artist, right? Give me the tools. It allows me to do more, right? So of course the tools you have access to dictate what the work looks like. And that's a whole big part of what I do. But what draws me to make it, I don't know. Nietzsche has a great quote. It's art is the highest human task. Pure metaphysical activity. You're thinking about like the space you're in. You're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about surroundings. You're thinking about, and anything can be kind of be made in the name of art, right?
Interesting.
If you put it under the context, like you could, it's possible. I mean, Duchamp did this shit in the 30s or 20s. Marcel Duchamp, no?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
He invented the ready-made. It was a huge turning point in art, contemporary modern art. He basically took a urinal and put it on its side and like signed it and said, "That's my sculpture." And he called it a ready-made, and it changed everything. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, he didn't make it, but he authorized. He was the author. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he had the idea.
He was the first guy to do it, right? He just took a urinal that you put on the wall, he flipped it on its side, and then put it on a pedestal, said, boom. And back in Paris in the 20s, this was like, whoa!
Right.
And they got Magritte, who painted a picture of a pipe, like a smoking pipe, and at the bottom in French it says, "This is not a pipe."
I know
because it's not a pipe, it's a picture of a pipe, right? So what are you really doing? You're depicting a pipe. It's not a pipe, it's a painting of a pipe. So now you're looking at the painting as an object. You're taking it one plane, you know what I mean? It becomes
right, an abstraction.
And so I think it's just a good way to like go about this like physical situation of being a human Earth, right? It's a
Wait,
good way
say that one more time.
to just deal with the human condition. Art
To deal with it.
To deal with it.
As if it's a burden.
As if it's a burden. Yeah, a little bit, man. Mm-hmm. And the curtain setup, this late stage capitalism, right? Like money or die, money or starve. We're not meant to do that, man. I think we've been hijacked, but that's the same old story. But if you have the time and you have the resources to make art, it's good. It's good for you. Whether it's painting, painting seems to me like if you're just sitting around painting pictures of things that exist, like figure it out, get deep. I hate that somebody that like, they'll take this picture of Robin Williams and they'll just like paint it on a canvas, like photorealistically. Like, why did you do that? We already have the picture, just print it out. You wasted 3 months. You know what I mean? I'll explain it better. So like back when the camera was invented and like started getting into the hands of people, painting started to change because painting for the longest time was just depiction. It's like we got to represent what this thing is, what this is. We have to like.
Wow.
Then we had the camera, and the painters realized, oh shit, they can do my job in a second. What do I do now? They started thinking about paint as in painterly terms. That's where expressionism started to come, and all these different wild abstract. You know, that's
right.
Because paint changed from a depictive tool to a constructive tool. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this. I feel like now it's pretty clear that like, or maybe so like AI can make paintings.
Oh yeah, dude, AI. Love it.
Like, let's say, but maybe it may not have the same depth of meaning, I guess. But then again, in the same way that you can say like, oh, this urinal is now art. Now you could like the same that because that's arbitrary in a way. That an AI can make some painting and be like, and arbitrarily, this is art. Now, let me finish this question, all right? So, now that, let's say that AI can make like an expressionist, it can make whatever kind of art now, what do you think is the next step for humans now that AI can do that? In the same way that cameras could now depict, now that AI can, let's say, construct.
They can make movies, they can do so much for us instantly, right?
So what do you think is the next step for humans?
In art?
In art.
Well, it's obviously a tool to be used, right? Like now, like in a couple
What is it?
I think with
AI?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's funny that AI is doing all the fun jobs right now. But it's just a tool for creatives to learn. Like if you learn how to speak to this thing, I mean, in just a few years, I think you'll be able to make your own fucking movie from start to finish. You can make your own Jason Bourne movie with you in it or whatever, or whatever you want. Like you can actually make like text a fucking movie, right? You explain it well enough to the thing, and it comes up with it. You change it if you want. You go in there, do some manual, but you could probably make a fucking whole movie right out of your head with the AI. So that's just okay. So it takes tons of resources, just like the painting was. It took you 3 months to paint the fucking president. Now you can just take a picture of him. Right? With the camera. So now you don't need 150 people or 300 people and millions of dollars to make a movie. You can just do it with a laptop.
Right.
Yeah. So what is the next step? That's a good question.
That's
a good question. I've never, that is, because we're right there now. I love using AI. I use it for fucking t-shirt design. I use it for all sorts of shit. I use it just for gag. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Just to like jumble it up, see what it comes out with.
The thing about cool. the movies that you just said, there's already basically widgets that can do something like that, where you just like text to video or whatever.
Yeah.
But it'll be scenes that are like maybe up to 10 to 30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, it's just only getting I mean, imagine AI. You're following this a little bit. It's fascinating.
A little bit. I think I
just like-
just know a few things well, and I don't know much.
Remember like the
outside of
DALL-E app that came out maybe 2 years ago?
Oh, yeah.
2-3 years ago.
that. DALL-E 4 now.
Yeah, and now it's like it's in the chat GPT. I think people, and this was something I use it for like funny images, right? Like AI, like
Right.
banana monkey skateboard explosion or something, right? And you get some,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna do that.
That does
banana monkey skateboard explosion, right? And now you can look at it. Whoa,
Dude, because
it'll be on the screen for the viewers at home.
No, yeah, I feel like that'd make a great logo for something.
You want to make something up? We can do that. We'll throw it in.
Oh wait, no, because we can't. How about this? I'm not very good at.
Just make a couple of words there.
Yeah. Brown guy on a toilet with a newspaper, going what? like you caught him.
Like you caught him.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Brown
Wow.
guy might get a little bit like because it does flag you. I don't pay for this shit. It flags you if you try to do any like make Hitler look like a wrestler or something. It's no Hitler, no. You know, you can't.
I've done shit like this before with
Yeah? Brown guy?
If you say I've even gone so far as to say Puerto Rican, and they're like, we get it.
Well, yeah,
We know what they look like.
Yeah, I think it's because Elon Musk's in charge of all that shit. He seems a bit like a racist to me. He's from fucking South Africa.
What's wrong with saying Puerto Rican? There's nothing. That's a.
Are you Puerto Rican?
No.
Well, you can't say it unless they're in the room, right? Isn't that how it works?
Brother. They're just yeah.
No, but you couldn't. I mean, it flags you on some weird stuff too. I'll try to be like a wiener dog, and it'll be like no wiener. And I have to be like
Shit.
dachshund.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
You know, because it thinks cock. It doesn't not gonna do like sex stuff, which is fine. You know, I don't know. I think AI might help.
Hey man, if we can teach kids about it, why can't we make AI pictures about it?
Well, this is a dark area of
Nothing
thought,
on that,
right?
man.
But all this fucking epidemic of fucking pedophilia we seem to be living in. What if we just like?
Do you really think it's an epidemic?
Maybe it's just like everything. The internet, everything's getting recorded, right? Everything's on film now, so you just see more of everything. So like we just see that there's more of it than we knew because it wasn't being recorded for the last forever until 5 years ago. I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of subliminal weird messaging going on in Disney movies and the elite. They fuck with us, dude. There's fluoride in the water. Yeah, I think there's a lot going on.
It's hard for me to believe.
I've seen spaceships and shit, you know.
I feel like it's hard for me to believe in the subliminal messaging. That seems weird to me. But as in terms of like the pedophilia stuff, it's like I feel like only when did pedophilia start being bad, I guess? Because I feel like for centuries everybody was fucking like in like Jesus's time or whatever. Literally the Virgin,
I'm familiar with
the
all these,
Virgin
like,
Mary was like fucking 12 years old.
Yeah,
And I feel like it's crazy that and I do think we are right to think
I'm
that
Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
100%.
Anyway,
Now, I
think it was fine for hundreds of thousands of years
Yeah.
from caveman times, and then we realized like brains don't develop.
Yeah, so like I'm not saying like what's the big deal. It's what I'm saying.
Hey, come on, what's the big deal?
But
We're better than
like
that now.
that is one of the honestly one of the few cultural I guess shifts that is like that's good that we think pedophilia is bad. There are very few cultural shifts that I think are actually good. That's a good one. Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, I feel you there. I think
But
maybe pedophilia was always a thing, but it was like
But it
before
wasn't-
the period, right? Isn't that like it's like I remember seeing like tribes and shit, like
Right.
they like when they get tits and they start bleeding, then it's like
Yeah.
they can they can procreate, right?
Right.
And that's when your hormones and shit you should be, but we know more now, and
Right.
I'd rather have like a big mama, you know what I mean?
Right. But my
Wouldn't make it in a tribe.
thing is that like because it was so prevalent in the past, I don't see why it wouldn't be just as prevalent now.
You
It's
mean
just
on
that
like a
there's
deeper
stigma.
like a psychological level or something?
Yeah, I think people still want to do that, I guess, but because it's culturally frowned upon, it's hidden. So I think it's just as
Oh well, yeah. I mean, that's why we got these guys on Instagram like fucking beating dudes up in Walmart parking lots and shaving their heads, making them eat a spicy chip. It's so funny. That's such a fucking like boss move.
Yeah,
it's like we caught you, bro. Now before we like beat you, like eat this chip, and it's like
that is hilarious.
Just making me just like dying with spice, and then there's like they like pick them up and like twirl them around, throw them in bushes and shit, and steal their money.
Really, that's so funny.
They're called like ped catchers or ped pros or whatever.
Yeah.
Like every state, there's like it's viral. It's like Kia boys for white guys. It's the white Kia boy epidemic. Instead of going out and stealing cars, they're going up and catching predators and beating them up, and they're getting arrested themselves for like kidnapping or whatever. But
that's so funny.
That's a bit that could be worked out, right?
Yeah.
Black is to Kia boys as white is to beating up pedophiles and shaving their head and making them eat spicy food.
Wait, do you think? Do you think
whatever?
Do you think Kia boys are just as known as these pet catchers?
No, because Kia boys been on the news,
right?
And I think the ped catchers have been on local news and stuff. But because you know what it is? Because of racism.
Right.
Oh, these black people are doing crazy shit. It's a crime. It's an epidemic. But like
they're just
the white guys getting
boys having fun.
The white guys getting caught like beating up a fucking potential pedophile. Their dads are lawyers. You know what I mean? It's just a systemic racism issue there.
But at the end of the day, it's all just guys trying to have fun.
It is just guys just having a good time. It's bored out here, right? Kind of in the toilet.
In Connecticut, bro.
Oh, Connecticut.
You're going to be in Bridgeport and not steal a Kia? Get the fuck out of here.
The Connecticut Kia boys were like the most active, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to go to Stop and Shop? Just walk around?
Sometimes
see if there's a sale on Cheez-Its, bro. Get the fuck out of here. No, you're going to steal a Kia.
I like to get
that's in the parking lot.
I like to get a little stoned and go to Walmart because it's such a weird atmosphere for me.
It's funny
Walmarts
to see how different Walmarts can get.
Really? I only go to the one. I only know the one that I go to, and every time I still go there, I'm just like, wow, this place is crazy.
Bro, I hop around Walmarts. Right? I love Walmarts because there's a lot of different kinds of Walmarts. Right? There are Walmarts that have all the vegetables and the meats and stuff.
Yeah, grocery store attached. That's the one I go to one like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's no good. You can't go to that. It's not good. Okay.
I don't buy food there.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't. You can't. Okay, you can buy like boxed shit there, but like if you're buying fucking chicken at a Walmart,
well, it's just like there's a grocery store attached to the Walmart. They run
it's not. It's not a grocery store attached. It's a Walmart grocery store.
Did you work at Walmart?
No.
Before? So yeah, it's a Walmart grocery store. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's like a big wide aisle that separates the two parts of the store.
Yeah. But I remember I was in Hamden. They have a.
Oh, I heard about this place. Fancy. Is Hamden fancy?
I feel like it
sounds like past New Haven, right? It's like kind of like
here's a
Fairfield County sort of thing.
Here's the thing. There, where Quinnipiac University is, it is white. It is nice. That's where the Trader Joe's is. Okay,
right.
But they
been into one of those once or twice in my life.
But that's in like Carmel Hill, I think, or whatever.
Caramel.
Mount Carmel. Yeah,
Caramel. I say caramel.
No, but I don't think there's another A in there.
Caramel.
Yeah.
I don't know, but anyway, it's like Fairfield fancy.
It's very white and it's nice. Outside of that, which is the Hamden that I know, I guess it's all black, right? And it's not, and it's And I went to the Walmart there. Hamden,
but they don't eat ham.
It's what it is, baby.
I love ham. I love pork. Anyway,
ham
sorry,
can go
Hamden.
But I remember I went there because I needed to get pizza. It was a long night and. I was the lightest person there. Everyone else was black, and there were security guards.
For you?
Yeah, because they saw me and was like, okay, this guy, he's gonna steal.
This guy's not like us.
Not like us, baby.
They not like us. Hamden, huh? What kind of restaurant was it?
It was a Walmart.
Oh, it was a Walmart. You were the lightest guy in the whole Walmart?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Every show I've done in Hamden, also I was.
Is this Hamden, Massachusetts?
Hamden, Connecticut.
Damn, I thought.
If you're near
I'm thinking
if you're near Quinnipiac, it's white as fuck.
I don't even know.
Outside of there, boom, just black.
Well, nothing. Not
and
that
it's fantastic.
Not that there's. I mean, I like flavor in my food and stuff. And I like black women. I like black women the most.
Yeah, and they make you great at comedy.
I just love them the most. Oh, the people in general.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're good people. This is getting a little strange here. I feel like
they're real.
They're
real with you.
Yeah. Well.
What?
I don't know about that. I feel like I'm
talking in terms of comedy.
Oh, in comedy, yes, they won't give you any of that fake fucking pity laugh and that shit. If you suck, you're gonna know it. Yeah, and that's
I was in I don't know if it was West Haven or Hamden. I think it was but it was my first show in either one of those places. And there was a lady in the front row who didn't whisper. She looked to her friend that was like sitting next to her, didn't whisper, and she was in the front row, and she goes, "I don't like him. He's not funny."
He's not funny.
That's what she said to me.
Hey, how you doing with your glasses? Did you really get contacts?
I did, but
you're still driving around blind with your.
I did drive here with my sunglasses, prescription sunglasses, so it's not that bad. But my contacts that I got, I ran out of them.
Oh.
And I tried to get some new ones, and they rejected the prescription. So I have to get them from somewhere else.
I don't know how that works. It seems crazy.
It's annoying.
America's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's just real annoying.
America's so fucking nuts, dude. I'm sick of this place. I mean, I love America. America's dope in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways, it's fucking.
Oh, they did get food. Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah, we might have to go over there and just do what they did. Because we got a few, we got to wrap. Start wrapping it up, Start wrapping up with smooth sailing.
Yeah. I feel like we got derailed on the art talk because I had.
That's my favorite part of the whole show, dude. I feel like I should just stop being a comedian and just go back to art. But fuck the art world, dude. They suck. They're not fun people to talk to. They don't want to talk about art. These art fucking world pieces
what do they
of
talk
shit.
About?
Money, status, celebrity, bullshit, shiny shit. Who's in bed with who? Who's doing fashion labels?
Right.
Fucking race cars. Rich guy. It's been hijacked by the rich. They don't care about what art is and can do. And I don't want to hang out with these people. I've tried, and I thought it was me. It's them. It's them. They suck. They don't want to joke around.
Let me.
They don't have a good time. They're all just smelling each other's assholes.
Let me ask you this, because this is something that I wanted to ask you before, and you sort of alluded to it today. In that, so one of the things that you said was good about art is that it's good for the individual. Is art good for the collective? Is it good for people?
Yeah, I think
so. And why?
Well, I mean, because I was thinking in my current state of art making, it's good that I do it if I get a chance to do it. But the whole proletariat sculpture, fucking the whole foundation that my theories and beliefs in art as a civic duty.
Art is a civic duty.
Art is a civic duty.
And what purpose is that?
Because it changes how do you think. Because engineering so there's two pillars of civilization, right? There's art and science. Under science, you have all your animalistic needs. You have your food, water, shelter.
Those are the only pillars.
These are the two pillars of civilization, not of life or anything, but of civilization. You got art and science.
I don't think I agree with
so
that. So
science is all of the animalistic needs, right? Food, water, shelter, clothing, machinery, transportation, all that shit that just comes with the human condition. But if you don't have the other one, art, you're going to die as well, right? If you don't have your food, water, shelter, you're going to die. But if you don't have laughter, and I call art as this pillar, I call it laughter. It's fun, it's joy, it's play. That, music, it all goes under it. That all goes under the umbrella of art. That's the other thing that makes us special, because we can't just survive off of food and water and live in it. We have to have a sense of play, a sense of something magic. So that's why we watch movies. That's why we have music. That's all this shit that makes us human. That animals. That's the other pillar.
Right. Let me tell you this. And you said this interesting where you said the magic, right? And this is why I don't think that. I think art is more of a symptom of a different pillar. I think in the way that you're saying it, I think art is a symptom of a sense of spirituality. I think if we're going to say that civilization has two pillars, it's more so science and spirituality. Okay, and because I think the human condition and whatever that expression, and in terms of let's say comedy, literally the worst art. Okay,
I disagree with that.
It's a dumb, stupid art, and it's crazy to me that I've spent so much effort, money, and time on this stupid thing. I mean, I love it. It's a fantastic thing, but it's stupid. It's crazy that we're doing it.
It's fun though.
It is beautifully fun. But here's the thing, and I'm sure you know this experience that when you're doing well on stage, right?
I actually don't know. November 17th, come out and see my show. It's going to be fun.
He's a funny fucking guy, okay? When you're on stage and you're doing well, and when you're eating your cock and balls on stage, when you're just bombing harder you can walk into the room and feel that. You
before
don't
it
even need to know what necessarily is happening. You could just teleport in the room and be like, oh, I can feel that something great is happening. Like if you're killing, or awful if you're bombing.
Well, yeah,
it's sort of this like interesting connectedness, which I think art does.
It's a
art
intuition. I'm very big on intuition, despite my sculptures looking like they've been engineered. But I want to say spirituality. You're absolutely correct. The thing is, when I came up with this whole art science situation, this is coming from a very sort of blasé modern viewpoint, and I think spiritualism has been ripped out of art for the last 150 years since because art was so connected to the church and all this stuff. They funded a lot of these things. An idea, and then the artist would actually get in trouble for thinking a little too out of the box and all this stuff. So spirituality has been removed from art for a long time, and my spirituality has been renewed lately. And maybe I should start thinking about adding a third pillar.
What's that third pillar?
Spirituality.
You think it's separate from art?
I think it's separate from.
Why
art.
do you think it's
I think
separate?
art because art. It's the human condition. That's these two. But
Do you think
we have
art-
a soul too, and that's the thing that keeps everything fucking.
Do you think art
interesting.
would exist without spirituality?
No.
That's why I think art,
And
art is a symptom
yeah.
of spirituality.
That's when sensitive
It's
teeth.
not necessary. We can use a few teeth.
Damn.
One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do a few teeth because you can only cut so much gum out of the roof of the mouth. The sensitivity is not there. Do a few teeth, 32 teeth. One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do 32 teeth.
You are helping people.
It's great.